This video will show the end term process for teachers for recording grades and comments at the end of a grading term. Before you start this process, you want to go into Schoology and do a double check to make sure all of your grade settings are correct, that you've set to the correct grade scales, and you have your dates correct, and you have done all the syncing to PowerSchool that's necessary. Once you know that your grades are correct and your settings are correct and everything has moved over to PowerSchool, you will go to PowerSchool, go into Power Teacher Pro for your course, and then click on A+ grading. And for traditional grading, you go down to comment verification. And here you can see your grades that I have here that are blurred out for privacy, student names and grades. When you click on in the row next to the student, next to their grade, a edit box will open up, and that's where you could alter the grade, but please do not do that here. If you've been pushing your grades over from Schoology, you want to keep using that same process. It goes from Schoology to PowerSchool. Do not make an edit on the grade here in PowerSchool. But this is where you will add the comments. So up here on the right, there's a little thought bubble. Click on that, and the comment box will open. You can directly type in a comment right here, or you can click on Show a Comment Bank, and you can see the district comments in here, which if you just click the plus sign, the comment will just pop right in there. You can also create your own comments and put it in the bank, and that is on the written tutorial that I've created on that. Once you have verified that the grades are correct, you've added the comments that you want to add, then you want to save down at the bottom. And then you want to click on Final Grade Status, and this box will open up. And the important box to click is this one right here. You check right here, and that says, I've finished my grades. I've looked at them. They're correct. I've added my comments. Everything's good. You can also write a little note in this box to your grading administrator. Hey, I'm all done with my grades. If for some reason you weren't able to get your grades done in time, then you want to make sure not to check that box, and then write a note in here explaining why your grades aren't done, when you expect to have them done, and then you would hit save. And then your building administrator that's in charge of grades, probably your office manager, can run a report, and anybody that has checked that box will show up on the report and show them that you are done with your grades. There's one other thing that you're going to need to do, and that is to run a report yourself. So over here, you click on Reports, click on Final Grades Report, and then you want to give your report a name. And because as you start making more and more reports, it'll be hard to find the correct one unless you have identified them. So for mine, I have Trimester 1, 2002 Math Final Grade Report. I had already named it, so I can find it. And then you can select one class at a time or multiple classes at a time to run a report. I want to do just this one class right now. And then you can select student name, student number, or both. I'm going to select both. Grade book preference, last name, first name, student number. I'm going to go with grade book preference, so things are in the same order. Your report can show how many total points, percentage, grade, and your comments. I would go ahead and not check points or percentage. For most of us, we just want to report that overall grade, the letter grade, or number grade in some cases, and the comments that you've done. And then select the current term that you want to report on. And then down on the bottom right, click Run the Report. Okay, and you'll get a message that it's queued. And then if you go to view reports, you'll see it listed up here. When I click on this, it's going to download to my computer. I can work on naming it then, and then I will open it up. So when I click on the report I made, it'll download to my computer. Save. And then I can open up that report to see it. So what you're going to want to do is print this report and sign the report and hand it to your grading administrator, and showing that you have looked at all your grades and verified that they're correct and have written the comments that you want. And so you want to do that for each of your courses and submit it to them.